The most dangerous business podcast in the world. Entrepreneurs and ambitious people, if you want to build a powerful, profitable, impactful business, if you want to study and fall in love with the process, if you want to acquire the skills, habits, and determination you need to level up in business and in life, that's fantastic because I'm working on the same thing. This is the Game of Grow movement. So guys, we're back. Welcome back. It's Game of Grow. This is the most dangerous business podcast in the world. Most dangerous Instagram Live, covering business perhaps. Doesn't matter where you start, where you are right now. Are you willing to take the challenge and grow? So on today's show, got a good one because it comes from you guys. It comes from the community. And this was a topic suggested by Barbara in the Game of Grow community Facebook group. She wanted to talk about creating a vision for your life and for your business because clarity is the key to success. That's what she said. So I'm going to talk about that. And there are a ton of books, there are a ton of articles, musings on this topic. So I would not dream of telling you guys what to do with your vision, but I do want to share with you what I've done and how it's helped me, and hopefully that'll help you as well. Cool? Alabama in the house. So when we talk about vision, I see vision as being your clear picture. It's like, what are you working towards? It's clear, it's compelling, it represents value, it gets you excited, it lets you know, am I making progress or am I not making progress? It's just clear. It's what's that thing that's gonna just make you want to hop out of bed in the morning, and you know what's that thing? When things get really boring, when they get dry, what's gonna keep you moving right along? That's kind of like how I see your vision. So initially, maybe like some of you guys, when I first got started in business, which is kind of an accident, my vision was, I need to make something happen besides work. I need to make some money. Sometimes for some people, it's I need to make more money. I'm sick of this job. I want to get rich. For me, it was just I need to make something happen, and that's all I had. And there's nothing really wrong with that. It can be really pretty powerful motivation. If you want to change your situation, it can give you what you need to want to acquire those skills. And it's a lot better than not moving forward at all, right? So maybe it's not the best vision in the world, but it's a lot better than just sitting around and thinking about it. And so initially, that was it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I would say you're probably not going to have a fully fleshed out vision from the start, but if it can get you moving, that's valuable, right? It's better 9 times out of 10. It's much better to be in motion than not. So that worked for me initially. And I just kind of matched that desire to get going, get money, get something up and running with market research. Because I think it's always important. You want to pair up whatever you're doing. There has to be some kind of need or want or desire or demand in the market, or you're not going to actually get traction or get that money that you want, because nobody actually wants to use your thing. So just using that rudimentary vision, I was able to develop several fairly significant revenue streams in the form of different apps and different games, and those led to the business that I sold. I'm skipping a lot of steps, but having that early vision helped me out. Now, over time, that stopped being enough. Over time, things evolved for me, and that was no longer enough. I still wanted to make money. That didn't go away. I still do. But I also wanted to make things that actually mattered. I wanted to make some things that would make an impact for other people. And let's see. Yeah, so I want to make things that would be impact for other people. And I wanted to have something that I would actually be proud of. And if you think about the fact that if you're trying to accomplish things that are bigger and you need people to buy in, you're probably going to need people's help. It's not going to be a compelling thing. It's not going to be a compelling vision to say, my vision is I want to get rich. Like, why should that other person care? So if the vision also includes them and it benefits them or other people that they care about, that's going to be a lot more compelling and then how can I get the money? How can I get rich? And they're much more likely to help you out. And between you and I, since I feel we're close here on this thing, if you're able to do that, those visions that actually do include helping other people also lead to bigger financial opportunities. All right, so if you actually take a look at what we're doing with App Magic, with Color Noir, that's our coloring book app, with educational products like 7 Steps to App Success, with as well as App Moguls, my accelerated program for apps to help people successfully launch their apps. You'll see that the approach here is different from before. So before, the vision was, how can I get rich? How can I get money? How can I get out of this job? Cool vision, got me started. And I was just looking for opportunities. But all these opportunities were all over the place in, while they were all apps, they were all very different things. Now, the vision is really one thing that's tied together. And I spoke on a previous episode about how we came up with the idea for Color Noir. Because most of the apps out there aren't taking the time or taking the care to represent everybody. And, we got together, myself and my wife, and we thought, hey, maybe we can do something that can do a pretty good job of that. And the first application that we looked at, that we created a vision for, was Color Noir. And if you look at the technology industry as a whole, it's not just apps. You'll see similar representation problems just about everywhere, all facets of the game. Oop, shaking the screen. All facets of the, and this is something, there's a similar lack of representation. And this is really part of our vision and something that we want to address. So when it could be when it comes to developers and engineers, technical leaders, entrepreneurs, investors, any position you can imagine, there's always going to be a lack of representation. And for me, I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. A lot of times people will get mad. We talked about the Oscars. People get mad because the Oscars aren't representative, or X career, Y career, Z career is not representative. I can't solve all those problems. But while I'm not going to complain about it. I can't solve the whole entire thing. And there are lots of people doing lots of great work on different parts of this problem. I do know I have unique experience in certain subsegments. So like when it comes to the app game, app entrepreneurship, I have experience there. It's fairly unique. And so I share that through my course, App Moguls, as well as my book, The 7 Steps to App Success. And I try to share it here on the podcast as well. And I've kind of created those two tiers because I feel like the book, 7 Steps to App Success, that's going to be a lot more accessible and affordable for people. App Moguls, I also try to make it accessible as well and affordable as well, but clearly it's a higher entry point. So I'm trying to cover as many people as I can. And these all tie back into the same vision. So let's take a step back from my experience and let's look at it more generally, right? So when you talk about business at its core is all about, you got to solve problems for people, right? That's the first principles. You got to have some people that you want to help out, and then you got to solve problems for them. So when it comes to your vision that you want to create, you want to think about, number one, who are the specific people that you actually want to help? And maybe also, why do you want to help them? What makes you care about these people? Maybe it's people that you share something with culturally or ethnically. Maybe they're vegans, maybe they're fitness freaks, maybe they're pet lovers, basketball lovers, entrepreneurs. I don't know. That's going to be up to you. But it's something you want to put some thought to. I mentioned this on a previous episode. I think number 11. You want to be able to fall in love with your customer, and you want to be able to provide value for this customer over the long term. So make sure that this is a customer that you actually care about and are going to be able to fall in love with over the long term. So for your vision, part one, I think that you want to know who you want to provide value for. Then part two of that, what is the problem that you want to solve for this dream customer or this customer you want to fall in love with? Or at least what is the first problem? And this should be really something that comes from them that you observe rather than some crazy genius cool idea that you come up with. Unless you are part of that target customer, target demographic, and you're really scratching your own itch. That can really work well also. And when you're thinking about the problem, you probably also want to further consider how prevalent is this problem. You don't want to solve something that really exists for one person. Probably not. You probably want to be more prevalent than that. How often does it occur? Is this like a once a year thing? Is this something that happens every day? Is it happening 4 times a year? Just consider it. And then what's the magnitude of this problem on a scale from 1 to 10? So, is it something that people don't even really care about at all? And you solve it and nobody's going to take notice? Or do they really, really, really care? Are they going to be really happy? And you're probably going to want to trend to the higher end of that scale. And so, taking it back to my experience again, if you talk about color noir, while to some people, if you're outside of our target group, our core customer, the people we're falling in love with, you might think, oh, that's really not that big a problem. Who really cares? That's like a 1, right? But for our core people, if you go through our reviews, we have about 200 right now, or at least 200 ratings, a whole bunch of reviews. And there are people going nuts in there, going crazy, leaving some really, really long reviews, just talking about their experiences. Man, I wish I could remember the one that I just saw. There was an awesome one somebody left today. It was like 3 paragraphs long about how much he or she just loved this thing because it's big for them. So, you want to think about how prevalent is it? How often does it occur? What's the magnitude on a scale of 1 to 10? And there's no set ratings that you need to hit for each one of those questions for it to be valid for your vision. But I do think that there are things that you should think about. It's going to help you to guide it. So that's it. That's about all I want to say about this topic. So I hope that's helpful. I hope it will help you to move forward with creating your vision and driving your business forward. In the beginning, it might be a little more simple, more rugged like mine was. I want to get the cash, right? And that might work for you. Just something to get you moving, something to get you motivated. And that's absolutely fine. As long as it's helping you to take action, move forward, learn some new skills, execute your face off. Over time, things are always going to change. They're always going to develop anyway. Nowadays, the way I like to look at vision is still simple, but at the same time, it's a lot more holistic, a lot more mature because I like to take other people into account and look at how can I create value? Who do I want to help? How do I want to help them in the most impactful way? Like what problems can I solve for them? And as a result, it allows not only me to get excited, but other people to get excited and support me. And I would say it works a lot better. So, the other thing I should note, while I say you got to find the problem, don't worry about finding the perfect problem. If you're really falling in love with the person over the long term, you'll have lots of opportunity to solve so many problems for them, as long as you can maintain that relationship and continue to cultivate it. All right, so thanks for that. Let's jump into a real quick announcement, and this won't apply to everybody. So if it doesn't, just close your ears for a couple minutes and get back to you in a minute. So I've taken my foot off the gas in terms of promoting my course at Moguls because I need to put more energy into my own projects, such as Color Noir. And as you can see, that was for a good reason. It's worked. So we have great traction so far with Color Noir. We have, like I said, over 200 reviews and counting. Amazing for me in such a short time. I really love that it's an app that people want to talk about on social media, tell their friends about. There have been a whole bunch of opportunities coming out of it, interesting opportunities. People that want to work with us. We've been covered in a few articles already. Shout out to Shop Black, American Urban Radio Networks. Probably a couple more on the way. Cross your fingers for us. So we're getting great traction on social media, on our Instagram, Color Noir app, as well as everyone in the Facebook group. And shout out to DL Hughley for resharing our video about our app on his page. That was cool. We got thousands of downloads. We have paying subscribers, and the app just keeps getting better because we keep going back and we invest into updates. And we're getting ready to release our Android version. Lots of people have been just at my neck about that, so we're trying to get Android as soon as we possibly can. So Color Noir has been going well. And of course, I've been hearing from a lot of people on, hey, can I partner with them on their app or work with them on their project? Can they pick my brain? So guys, there's only one me. There are a lot of you guys, and I have a lot going on in my business, but I do like helping people out, so I created some channels, and there are 2 ways that I can help you out. As I mentioned, one of them is my course, App Moguls. The game's changed. It's gotten a lot more difficult, and a lot of people believe that it's 2019, you can't have success in the app game, but we're still doing it, right? And I'm not the only one. There are other people in my course as well also having success, right? So it's not that I'm special. It's that I understand a process that works. So if you're serious about getting into the game and doing the app thing and trying to have your own app that has success, I say that can happen. I personally think, I know I'm a little bit biased, but the best way you can do that is through App Moguls. So App Moguls would be my recommendation for you. And also, I'll be hosting a free workshop on Thursday, June 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to share exactly how we're achieving these business results with App Moguls. I'm actually going to go into real strategies that you can really put to use right away, and that's going to be completely free. It's going to be real, usable, actionable information. And at the end, those of you who do want the opportunity to work with me in App Moguls, you'll have the chance to do that. So you can sign up for that. I had it up here before. It's not anymore. App Moguls costs money. The workshop is free. And it's appmagic.co/live class. If somebody can help me out, put that in the chat, that'd be amazing. And of course, the second way that you can work with me, the simpler, I guess the less expensive way, as I mentioned, is my book, The 7 Steps to App Success, at magic.co/book. The reason I created that is because people just kept on reaching out and asking, kept repeating the same things. So I just got this all down on paper. It's really 8 years of experience into my book. So that's at magic.co/book. And there's one final way, that's consulting. The consulting's a lot more costly. If that's you, you need more hand-holding and you have the funds, feel free to reach out and I can help you out. All right, so with that, let's get to the review of the week. And I will include all of those links in the bio of the podcast when this gets posted for anybody who's interested. So the review of the week comes from NDW731. And this is a 5-star review. It says, real deal. Moyo is the friend who says, I got you because this is what I did and I don't want you to go as wrong as I did. He has a bunch of tips in his stash and is ready and willing to share with his people. He's ready for all of us to grow, and that's shown within all episodes of Gamer Grow. Thank you so much, NDW731. That is certainly one of the things I want, so let's all grow together. All right, guys, so the question of the week is, how can I help you out? My number one thing here is to make sure that this content is going to be valuable for you, so just hit me up. Let me know where you're at in your business, what are your biggest challenges you're facing, what do you want to hear more of or less of. This is really, really, really important to me. So just hit me up in the Game of Grow community on Facebook or at Game of Grow on Instagram and let me know how it can help. And with that, I'll see you guys back here real soon on the Game of Grow podcast. It does not matter where you start or where you are right now. Are you willing to take the challenge and grow? DJ, drop the beat and take us out. Thank you for tuning in to the Game of Grow movement. If you'd like to hear more, head to gameofgrow.com to sign up for my weekly updates about my own journey as I create the powerful, profitable, and impactful business of my dreams. And I want to hear about your journey as well. And if you want to connect on social media, I'm at Game of Grow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On LinkedIn, just search for my name. Don't forget to join us in the Game of Grow community, which you can search for on Facebook. And if you love the show, the biggest way you can help is to subscribe, rate, and review, and then find a like-minded friend you can help to do the same. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.